Confederacy. I'm a Confederate. Yeah. Horse racing down the track. Got a truck in the back. Got a stogie in my hand. Got a chorus line. I'm a Confederate. Confederacy. I'm a Confederate. Confederacy.
Hello and welcome to the Opaque Podcast. Your number one podcast for stupid conversations and people laughing at their own jokes. I'm Braden Green. I'm joined today by the usual Sans Torres and Painter Stone. And today we actually have a special guest, the elusive Elijah Pacheco.
Hello.
Little mayor boy.
Little mayor boy.
Little mayor boy.
The little sailor costume baby.
For sure. Alright guys. Yeah, I was thinking about this earlier. When I was sitting in my house and I was just thinking about it. There's so many people in America, right? Like 300 million is a sizable amount of people.
It's like 3.5 million, isn't it?
Yeah, like, you know, give or take 300 million, let's just say. How many people realistically are getting away with murder every day?
Actually, there's kind of a big statistic about it because gang violence is so
Prevalent and
ill investigated. They just rack things up to gang violence and they'll think they'll never catch it, so they just don't. So really, in bigger cities like that, a lot of people get away with murder.
That's whack.
Yeah, like
it's pretty gamer actually.
they can't realistically.
They don't.
They can't
Just
catch
like
all of them.
they can't convict every murderer.
Yeah.
So just the people that live their entire lives out.
I mean,
they
yeah,
killed that guy.
because this one dude was an assassin basically for like 15 years until he like just gave himself up.
Yeah, you see TED Talks about that shit.
Yeah, like you cannot catch every bad person.
Also, they can just come out and say it later on in life because it doesn't matter. Like, they can come out and say, yeah, it was me. They tried me. It didn't work out.
Yeah,
Because
it's like OJ. Like, if OJ on his deathbed was like, yeah, I killed Nicole, they couldn't do shit about it, or else it would be double jeopardy.
he's already, yeah, exactly, double jeopardy. That's a big part of it, is investigating those cases that are double jeopardy and they can't really reach into anymore. It's a little bit,
That leads me to the next thing,
oh my goodness.
which
This
is
is
A double-
straightforward.
A double topic.
getting away with killing somebody. Like, you think about moving to like a large enough city, tatting yourself up like you're a part of like the Crips or whatever, dressed like a big honcho gangbanger. You shoot someone, then you fade into who you used to be.
What is the purpose of that?
Getting away with killing someone.
Just to do it?
Just to get the
like,
spice.
just to get the spice.
Just to live with that thrill.
Yeah, to live with the fact that like you're sitting in a room with all your friends, you're just like, none of these people know
That I killed someone.
that I've killed a motherfucker.
You could
I think there
really
are easier ways to do it.
You could really just go to Canada or like Mexico and just kill someone and then just dip back over here.
You could easily go to Mexico, kill somebody, and still live in Mexico, and you probably wouldn't get.
Almost definitely, because
yeah.
Mexico's just fucked up.
Yeah, Mexico is like a
Mexico's just fucked.
Mexico is the garbage disposal of the world.
I
You
mean,
want some chili powder in
yeah.
your candy?
yeah. I'm not even gonna lie. It's a really shithole country right now.
Have you ever
It's
been
been
to,
like that since like they banned guns because they can't protect themselves.
Have you ever been to like native Mexico? I know you're like your family's from
I have
there.
not been to native Mexico.
That's a lot of shit talk. That's actually a little bit racist that
Yeah.
you're saying that.
Yeah, but it's true though, because like the majority, like the big populated areas in Mexico are run by gangs, and
Well, yeah, dude, the big populated areas of America are run by gangs.
not really. No,
Kind of,
is
bro.
is
I don't know. I would
Chicago?
disagree with that.
I disagree with that.
Not run publicly by them.
Yeah, not publicly.
Like the underground, maybe, but like
You
there's
can say
still a prevalent law enforcement everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, not in Mexico, really.
We had our own big problem with crime lords back a long time ago.
Back
like,
in-
ever heard of? I don't know if you guys ever heard of him. They kind of teach them in history. But you ever heard this guy called Alpha?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ! I bet Jesus Christ ran an underground gang. Christianity is basically just like an underground gang. Have you ever been to a Catholic church, dude?
Yes,
They're all like chanting in unison. Like that shit.
Of
Like
course I've been to a Catholic church.
you go to the Vatican, I bet it's just like countless files of like them just killing people.
Yeah, I mean the Crusade.
Well, I said he didn't
the
like
Crusades.
Jesus, so we
The
fucking
Crusades.
killed him.
Yeah.
So we
I mean, yeah,
slaughtered him.
I mean Jesus ran a gang against fucking Egypt niggas because why not?
Fuck each nigga.
For the record, Alex is the only one that can say that.
That's actually true. That was a mistake.
I'm actually really white.
That's true.
I'm whiter than everyone in the room right now.
Fair point.
His actual name is Alexia, in case you guys were wondering.
Alexia.
Alexander.
Xander. No, not even Alexander. It's just Xander.
Xander.
What's up, Xander?
Xander is like...
You mean naming the second half of Alex? If your name is the second half of Alexander, like Alexander's just two names,
like hyper
squashed
white
together. Yeah, it's so,
If you ever name your kid Xander, you're a bitch.
Very
Period.
true. I knew this kid named Xander.
But he's a
He ended up
bitch.
doing like a lot of coke.
Probably because he got a shitty name.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What retard would name their kid something unconventional?
Don't ask me.
it's so hard to say.
Just let him blend in.
It's almost as hard to say as Dawson. It's such a mouth sore to say Dawson.
Dawson.
Xander.
Hey, what's up? I'm Xander Smith.
I am Xander Dawson.
That's another one that pisses me off. Stop naming your kid Smith. Stop fucking change your last name. You take pride.
Don't give your kid the name Kevin.
Don't take pride in the fucking shitty last name.
Just came out of nowhere.
We need to stop naming children Kevin.
Dude, I was thinking about that.
They will get
Paul.
monster tattoos on their chest.
I think Paul's like the name Paul is like an epidemic.
CJ.
Paul.
The name Paul is an epidemic.
I think I know one Paul. It's my uncle.
I know two Pauls.
Is that the
Your
one that
uncle.
like
I know one Paul, and he's
reviews-
in Hawaii, being
Reviews what?
It's
a
like
biker.
It's like a YouTube
Paul the
channel
biker.
about Bitcoin.
What? No, that's the black uncle named Damon.
That's Blunkle.
You think there'd be a black person?
That's Blunkle
You think a
David.
black person could exist that's named Paul?
Yeah,
You think both of those things could coincide?
I don't
I'm
think so.
sure.
I doubt it.
I doubt it.
I highly
In all
doubt
of
it.
existence.
I don't think in all of time there's been a black person named Paul.
What a bold statement.
What if the Apostle Paul is a black person?
Yeah, what if he was a brother?
Not possible.
There was no black people before Jesus. He actually created black people.
He actually created them.
He invented black folk.
They were all black back then.
No, they were Egyptian.
Yeah, that's basically black.
Which is
How dare
half
you.
and half. It splits.
It's an
What do you guys-
Arnold Palmer, if you will.
What do you guys think is like the blackest name, the whitest name, and the most Mexican name you can think of?
Probably Dante.
I don't think
His name is Dontavian.
I don't think Dante's the blackest name. I
Like
think-
Tyrone.
Or like
And Tyrone's like an easy target.
Octavia.
It's like making fun of the dumbest kid in class. It's just
The
beating
Yeah, he
him.
was probably named Tyrone, honestly.
Or
His
like-
parents.
or Shade.
did not like him.
Shalante.
Shalante. Yolanda.
Okay, but
Yolanda's kind of could be Mexican too, though.
I mean,
you have to
Kinda.
have heard it. You
Or
can't
like-
just say like the watermelista.
I've heard Yolanda.
I've heard
No, you
Octavia.
I have heard Yolanda.
I've heard
No, you-
Yolanda,
no,
but
you have
that's a
not.
Mexican name.
You are.
I've heard
Is
Yo-
it really a Mexican name?
Yeah, that's a Mexican name.
Yeah, maybe like for the like Eduardo.
Eduardo's a good one.
I don't think Jesus. Jesus is the most beaner name you
Jose.
can come up with.
Jose. My dad's middle name is Jose.
Jesus.
Is your dad Mexican? He's
Yeah.
Italian, right?
It's ambiguous.
I mean, it's basically the same thing.
I'm racially ambiguous.
Italians and Mexicans
I
are
can't
basically
really
the
pin
same
it.
thing, just like different sizes of the world.
Damn, what
Yeah,
both
that's
doing
what
a podcast.
Raiden was saying. He was like,
Yeah, he's just like
they're just the
the
Mexicans
are just-
of Europe.
yeah.
I don't know, my grandma says one thing and my grandpa says another thing, so it's all just like led to a huge confusion
No
about
one just cares
what
anymore.
race our family is, and I don't even care.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
You
matter.
should spit
Doesn't
in a cup
affect
or
you.
whatever.
Yeah, just spit in a cup, and then like
Send it to the government.
so you can make a
and
bunch
then,
of
like
excuses.
sign up to
So they can target ads
like
at you.
ancestry.com.
Send it to
They
Ancestry.
can racially
I'll
target
send
ads at you.
my send my semen to ancestry.com.
Dude, did you see Pornhub is doing stuff with Ancestry to recommend you? I don't know if that's true or not. That might be a joke. But I saw this thing that was like, Pornhub is partnering up with Ancestry to recommend you the perfect porn titles.
Pornhub is doing some great
I
things.
saw that like Ancestry is doing something with Spotify to like
Oh, that was probably what I was thinking of. That's not
like,
as funny though.
if you send your DNA to them,
It's
they'll,
not far
like,
off. Pornhub has done some very
Epic
progress moving.
progressive
Oh
stuff.
yeah, I saw that thing about
like the Spotify and
Spotify.
and fucking.
That just sounds like it's gonna end really.
It's just gonna
racist.
go. It's just gonna get really bad.
That's
really
definitely what I was
racist,
talking
yeah.
about. Everyone forget what I
Oh
was
yeah,
saying.
your family's from Africa. Here is some Tupac.
It's not. It's
One
not even.
hour of a conga.
It's
Here
just
you
the.
go.
It's just the Black Panther soundtrack.
We bet you'll like Black Panther.
We saw you are from Ireland. Here is 4 hours of Adele. That'd be shitty. That'd be hell.
be really
Imagine
Where did
saying,
you conclude that? that Ireland is just like
It's just Adele country.
She's
just
like the
Adele.
only famous person that's fat.
are all like people from
Before
Ireland. Fat?
anyone been fat.
What another bold statement.
Ireland's just like synonymous with like
Adele.
fat people, but they're healthy being fat.
I'm sure.
You know, I feel like that's an association.
You think so?
Yeah,
I'm gonna clean myself of that statement. You can keep that statement. I'm not gonna take any ownership of it.
you're not gonna take any ownership of
I'm not
that.
gonna take any ownership of the fact that you think that Ireland is full of fat but fit people that
Like-
also
like
listen
you
to
can-
Adele.
It's the only like race I feel like where you can be fat and fit at the same time.
That's like the Irish equivalent.
What about like Nordic?
Of-
You ever seen those big?
Fuck Nords.
But they aren't fat.
They're
Dudes?
like big guys.
They're just
big.
muscular.
Yeah.
I've seen fat Nordic people.
I'm sure there's
Name
fat
one.
people in every country.
Fucking
Yeah,
Ivan the Grey.
Yeah.
Fucking Ragnar the Red.
Fucking Ivan.
Talk
Talk about a white name.
Ivan.
Talk about a white name.
Ivan's like a fucking
Ivan's like a pale name.
Yeah, like a.
like a sickly Middle Eastern name.
Like you have
Not
to
in
be
Middle Eastern, but
perpetually like
Every
sick.
Ivan,
Oh, yeah.
every Ivan that I've ever
Yeah, I
met.
don't remember seeing Ivan much in elementary school. He was always out sick.
The only Ivan I've like the Ivans that I've ever met, like every single one I've ever met was just like really gay. Like I just hated him with a passion.
Damn, I've never met a straight Alex.
Damn, me neither.
Like a bedwetter.
Yeah, just
That's
just like a fucking retard.
All Ivans are
Every
bedwetters. You've
Ivan
heard it
I've ever
here.
met was just retarded.
That's a fact.
Speaking of retarded things I'm never gonna do again, how do you feel about Marlon Manhattan?
Oh my god, that went out of hand.
That just got really bad really fast.
Do you want to provide some background information on your favorite show, Marlon Manhattan?
Marlon Manhattan is a show I produce where I just stick Brandon and Dawson
We've had Brandon on the podcast. We have not had Dawson.
in a chair. Dawson doesn't want to be on the podcast.
Yeah, Dawson-
Well, I
for
don't
some
want Dawson on
reason.
the podcast. He's a big psychopath.
He is kind of a psychopath. We just sit him on a chair.
This has been a predetermined thing. Like,
Yeah.
don't act like it's new that he threw a knife at you, Painter. You knew what you were getting into.
No, I didn't.
When I first met not when I first met Dawson, but Dawson has done some things that are not considered normal. Like, he's not creepy. He
He's
just
creepy.
he likes
He
breaking
just doesn't
things.
understand
He doesn't understand the
like
right from wrong.
social consciousness.
Hey guys, welcome
I
to
think
the,
he's-
the
I think
fourth
he's
It's so
episode
odd how you can be so hyper socially aware and so unsocially aware at the same time.
He's not
Yeah.
hyper socially aware.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
he's,
he is.
He's extremely
believe it.
socially aware. He knows how to make someone uncomfortable, and he does it. And he
That's not-
also
doesn't-
that's
he
not a
doesn't-
That's the beauty of
Apply it.
Marlon, though. That's the beauty
He
of
knows
Marlon.
all this stuff, but he doesn't apply it.
he knows how to ask these questions to make people uncomfortable.
He's literally studying how to hypnotize people right now. Like
That's
he
not
is,
fucking-
he is the most obsessed person. He's a machine.
Of re-
Dawson works on fumes. I think Dawson. I've
He
seen him
was literally-
asleep twice.
Yeah,
and he was probably just like recharging.
He sleeps fucking 3 hours a day for like a whole year. He slept like 3 hours a day, just so he could like talk to his girlfriend.
Jesus Christ.
Who like I still think was fake.
You still think so?
He was just doing it for
man.
fun.
They broke up because she had to focus on her schoolwork, aka the person's consciousness getting to them after almost a year of leading on this poor fellow.
That wouldn't be a reason.
Can- Dawson
Every
truly
single
be let on?
picture you see of her is photoshopped some way.
Probably.
Like you see, remember that picture
It
she had
could
of like
be
the cut
fake,
on her
yeah.
face?
Yeah. It could have all been fake.
Why was that?
Dawson could have just played you. He could have just played you guys.
Imagine if that was all just Dawson. And
I've
he's
seen
not-
messages between them, so it's not all just Dawson.
What if he has two phones?
What if he has two phones?
Dawson would
And
be
just-
the person that would go that deep on it.
And then just never tell anyone.
Yeah.
He's like, it's really the biggest mystery in my life that I'm gonna regret not knowing.
But it
can see
doesn't
it
matter.
Aliens being real? Don't care. Dawson's girlfriend actually being real will be a mystery that is.
Dawson, we're just gonna have a reunion or something. And
He's gonna be
Dawson's just gonna
married
bring her.
And we're just gonna
his
be
wife.
like,
What the fuck?
what is gonna be the girl?
It's gonna be the girl.
The girl from.
But he's not. It was gonna be a fake. The whole text message exchange is gonna be a catfish. But Dawson's the person that would hunt down the
girl
real
he-
person from the pictures, and then hypnotize her into marrying him.
This is why he's studying hypnotism.
That's why he's studying it, and he's secretly searching the like fucking Google Maps, see if he can find her face anywhere.
Even though I've met Dawson,